Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thanks so much for joining me today. So I thought I would show you a couple things in this video. First of all, I have been making some ephemera with doilies, and so I thought I would show you a quick and easy way to use your doilies for your junk journals, for your crafty projects, whatever you want to use them for, but just a different way to use the doilies. I also have the Art of Memory Collecting. I just wanted to give you a flip through of this book, which I find it inspirational. I actually had was going to be showing you this book when I did the flip through of the magazine and a couple of other things that I did a flip through of, I think at the beginning of February. If you wanted to see the magazine flip through, I will link that video below. I have a whole playlist of magazine flip throughs, primarily with Daphne's Diary, but also the Somerset Studio. But I thought I would show you this book afterwards. If you haven't seen it, it's super inspiring. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of it. So I'll do that at the end. But I'm going to start with the project that I wanted to show you. So this is using some of the doilies that I currently have. I do have videos on my channel where I have used doilies in different ways that, you know, we can add them to our projects. So one of the videos is called, I think it's a Craft With Me vintage style doily envelopes. I believe I did that video maybe 2020, I think it was. I will link it below. I will try and remember to link it on the card above as well. And then I have another video called 5 Ways to Use Doilies in Your Journals. I will also link that one below if you're interested, if you have, you know, many doilies to use up. So basically, this is what we're going to end up with, okay? And so I really loved how this came out. You can kind of see the doily pattern everywhere. Now I am using, I think it's a 10.5-inch doily, but you can make this with any size. This is one that you could certainly make without the craft paper background. So it still is a beautiful doily, as you can see, like a doily pocket. But I really love how these ones came out, and also because of the sound that they make. So this idea, as I said, I kind of share something similar in 2020 where I was making like a vintage style envelope with doilies. And then most recently, I think I saw Brenda Clark. Hi Brenda. She shared this similar project on her channel, and it reminded me of the one I had made in 2020. And so I thought I would come on and kind of do it this way, because this is pockets. The one I had made was like an envelope. So you can see how just by flipping this down, it becomes a nice little envelope. But for this one, I'm using paper bags or packaging that you would get in the mail, and then of course your doily. And like I said, you can make this any size you want. What I loved about was the way that it kind of wraps around the front there. Oh, look, my little butterfly is coming off. So it wraps around, so you have a nice large pocket there and a nice large pocket here. And let me show you what I mean. So there's a nice big large pocket here, and then you have one on the front. All right, so we're going to make this one. I hope you enjoy this project. Don't forget to like the video. This is the only way that YouTube will keep showing you my channel. And if you want to check out more craft with me videos, tutorials, one-page wonder projects, that sort of thing, I have all of that on my channel. So let me show you how to make this. And then we will also, I'll give you a peek of the book that I mentioned as well. Okay, so as I mentioned, you'll need your doily and your piece of backing paper. I'm using packaging paper. Brenda actually used scrapbook paper, like just your regular paper pad paper with a design. So you could certainly use anything that your doily will cover and leave a little bit of room extra for you to be able to cut around it. And as I said, this is super easy, you guys. It's so fun though. I love, 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 you know, going back to projects that I have made before and then getting re-inspired by them. So as I said, the original one I had made, which again, I don't think was my idea. I kind of did the envelope with it at the time. I'm not really sure what I've said in the video because I'm sure I linked, if I had inspiration from someone, I would have linked their channel at the time. But it was 2020, as I mentioned, when I did the original one. Now, as you can see, I have used my glue stick for the center, and then for all the little intricate pieces, I'm using my tacky glue, and this is absolutely my favorite glue. I mention that every time. It has worked so well since I've been using it, and I have all these items linked in the video description, my favorite supplies if you're interested. And thank you so much for clicking on those affiliate links. It really does help us creators a little bit. And it's, you know, it's, you don't have to do anything else but click the links. And if you shop, of course, through any of the links or discount codes that I show you, then of course that's also helpful to you and to me. And it doesn't cost you anything to do that. All right, so I've added my glue to mainly the larger flowers in this doily, and then all the outside of the doily there, so that I make sure it has a nice adherence to the paper. And as I said, Brenda used I think she used maybe like 12 by 12 scrapbook paper for hers. And she kind of put the pattern facing on the inside. So this would be like the white side of the paper that you would attach your doily to. But I will link her channel below, you guys, if you wanted to check out what she did. She's got a great channel and a lot of crafty projects to share as well. Okay, so all we do now is cut around our doily. And this way, you know, you can either cut right to the doily or leave a nice little edge, which I love because that just gives you a little extra room to work with. And once you're done with that, then we begin the folding. So, of course, I keep all my little scraps because I know I'll use them for something else. At this point, though, I think I'm keeping too many scraps. Any of you guys going through that? Like every little piece, you think you could use it for like a junk journal. And then I don't have time to make as many journals as I think I'm going to be making or as many projects as I want to make. And then I'm like, I've got bins of things that, you know, I've curated that I think I'm going to use in a project. And then I just don't get a chance to. Okay, so we fold our edges towards the center, and you're just eyeballing this really. I think depends how big you want your pocket to be and how much of the doily you want in the center. And then you fold your bottom up, and this is how you kind of shape your little pocket here. Love, love, love it. So now I'm going to start cutting a little corner here, and I was about to make a mistake, but I left it. So you guys don't do this. Don't cut here, which is what I started to do. Cut on the side. Okay, so you cut on your side here, and the other end as well. You cut on the other side. I wanted to leave that because I know sometimes we're sort of, you know, not thinking and make a little boo-boo, but I'm going to show you how I fixed it. And so this is the part that Brenda showed that I loved, how to tuck this behind the doily. So it gives you kind of like a deeper pocket, if you know what I mean, because the edge wraps around the back of the doily. And so you're not attaching it straight to that front there. So here I'm just taking an extra piece of that little packaging paper to kind of seal my little boo-boo. And then I'm going to cut that little part because it's sticking out. Then I'm going to add glue to the ends there. I'll show you how. And of course, then we wrap it around and we have our cute little pocket. So we are going to fold these to the back. And this is where I'm going to add my glue. Now, I think Brenda folded hers towards the front to make like an additional kind of little tuck spot, which I think is also a fabulous idea. But I kind of like mine to be on the back. This way, I think if I make this like a floating pocket, I would attach this maybe with washi tape so that I could see the front and the back of it. And depending on the size of your page, then of course you would make your doily kind of, you know, a little bit smaller depending on what you wanted to use it for. So you can see you've got your bottom pocket and your center pocket, and now you have this cute little doily pocket with, you know, packaging that you've used up and saved from the recycle bin. All right, my friends, so I hope you like this project. All right, so as you can see, it was so easy to put these together. You can certainly, you know, embellish them as much as you want. This one, I just started sort of embellishing the bottom. As I said, I have to kind of maybe glue my sticker down a little bit more. I think I want to add maybe some trims and that sort of thing to it. So that's what I'll be doing. But I've been making a few because these are going to be added to some packs that I'm working on. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Let me just show you the book that I was talking about. Okay, so in case you haven't seen this book, it is so inspiring. There are so many fun projects that that she mentions and she talks about. And so I thought I would just show you the book a little bit because it really is something that you might want to add to your collection of, you know, journal inspiration or inspiration for creative projects. So she has such a variety of ideas and suggestions. I think my favorites are the images that she has of like her journal spreads. I think they're just so lovely. And as I said, there's just so many tips and tricks that she kind of adds in the book. I will link it below, as I mentioned, in case you are interested in the book yourself. I will have links to the Canada and the US Amazon, like my favorite supplies. But it really does kind of remind me of like most of our junk journals that we enjoy making. But I think the biggest thing for me with this book is how it's really given me some great ideas for snail mail. And I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But also she talks about zines, which I have a playlist on my channel, you know, showing you what a zine is, how to make a zine. And then I have quite a few zines that I received. We did a swap a little while back. I did a challenge, I think, as well. And so that has been so fun to look at again. So I'll probably be making some more of those for sure. And as I was saying, I think for me, the biggest inspiration right now has been thinking about maybe doing something different with my snail mail, like happy mail. I think I've mentioned this a few times that I'm really enjoying doing, you know, happy mail swaps and that sort of thing, but I'm going to change them up a little bit because this has given me some inspiration on some snail mail kits. I think she does have a section in the book about what does she call it in the book? I think she calls it snail mail, or I know for sure they don't call it happy mail because that is something that, you know, we talk about in the junk journal community, and we call it that. There we go, snail mail art. That's kind of what she talks about here. So totally is something that I want to focus on a little bit more, you guys. I definitely want to do a little bit more of my like creative journaling videos. I'm going to start showing you my happy mail or snail mail journal where I keep adding all the things that keep coming in the mail, which is so wonderful. And also it helps me keep track of you know, who I've sent mail to as well, which is really, really fun. So anyways, get yourselves, you know, check out the book if you haven't. Fabulous read, so much inspiration. I even love the colors and everything that she uses. She's given me a reminder to use my canceled stamps, which I have so many. So I'll definitely be making some more of these. Now, I think I did mention she's on Instagram, not on YouTube yet. I haven't really seen like a full video, but I hope she makes, she starts kind of coming onto YouTube because I kind of, you know, I'm here more than anything. And let me know, do you guys still look at Instagram and go to Facebook, or are you primarily focusing on looking for your inspiration content on YouTube? I would love to know. So anyways, I will be back very soon with some inspiration that I have gotten from this gorgeous book. And I hope you enjoyed the project that we did today. Check out my video with all the other ideas on how I use doilies. And I also do have creative journal with me videos, which I will be definitely adding more of those videos to my channel, because I've missed doing that, you guys. I've focused so much on creating the content, you know, for you guys to use, and you know, for snail mail and one-page wonders and that sort of thing. But I started to lose my love of actual journaling, because I wasn't doing it as much because I was busy with everything else. So of course I'll be sharing a little bit of everything, but I know many of you have said you wanted to see more of like my, you know, my journal videos, my creative journaling and that sort of thing. So I'll be back with that. I've definitely shared what I'm working on right now, and I've got a couple going. I think like most of us, we have a couple of journals that we work with, and we switch around a little bit. So I'll show you those in a bit. I'll show you my planner. It's just going to be a bunch of little goodies, and maybe videos like this where I show you a quick project that you can make with just, you know, about anything you might have on hand. Questions, comments, please leave them below. And thank you again so much for clicking on my affiliate links. That's always very helpful. Use the discount codes whenever you can, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.